and started making huge plays later on that helped us win the game in the passing game. So I never wavered. I didn't even call him to the phone. You know, he threw the first pick of the interception first play of the game, and I knew that he wasn't going to flinch. Went back, threw the ball the next series. He threw another one, went right back to the passing game again. So I have a lot of trust in him and a lot of belief in his skills and abilities, but mainly his mindset during games. He has the ability to have a short-term memory when things are good or bad, and move on to the next play. So I commend him on that.
Against zone dog blitzes, does JT have the autonomy to maybe check out of a certain route into a hot route?
Well, you don't know when they're blitzing. So, because they disguise and they come after the snap. So,
but sometimes when the defense gives it away.
It didn't happen Saturday night. So I thought Colorado did a really good job of timing up the pressures. We were at home, so we were on a verbal cadence. And I don't know if they had the verbal cadence or it was something that he was doing or whatever, but they did a really good job a couple times in the run game. He does, in certain things, have the ability to get out of, like you were saying, if it was zero pressure. Like the touchdown to Michael Pittman.
Right.
It was all out. It was zero pressure. And actually the play before that, we go to a max pass and we try to throw the go route to Amara in the back of the end zone. That was a check. And then the touchdown to Michael Pittman was an RPO that is kind of built in, but he has the right to either hand it off or throw it.
Because it looked like Pittman ran a slug though, because the way that JT pumped him. So was that by design?
You talking about the deep one?
The deep one,
leading
yeah.
down to it?
Yeah.
It was a route that converted.
Okay.
Yeah, and JT can work either side, kind of mirrored route, so he can look the safety off and work away from the safety type of deal. So, yeah, well, he didn't check to that play, but he just had the ability to get to that. Yeah.
When you look back at the Colorado game, you guys scored in a bunch in the third or second quarter. It's like 3 out of 4 drives you're scoring, reaching the end zone. Second half, it's quieter. Why is all of a sudden like on hot 1 minute, then kind of hold it?
Well, when it's happening, it's happening. I mean, you figure it out after the game what happened, but when the game is going on, you're not going back and watching film during the game and trying to figure it out. You watch the tape after the game and you see then what the issues were. But while you're in the game, you're trying to do what it takes to win the game and sustain drives. And the thing that we talked about during the bye week was drive killers. And we had that bug of negative plays, penalties that made them third and unattainable that got us off the field, and we punted more than we did. So I think that's the difference in the touchdown scoring drives. We got out of our own way, and then later on in the game, whether it was holding penalties or an infraction in the center, a negative play on first down in the run game, those were the plays that ended up making third downs really, really hard when you were up to where you're saying, am I going to throw it on 3rd and 19 and risk the interception, or do we just run the ball, punt it, defense is playing good, we're up by 21, you know, that's kind of the thought process. So we just got to get out of our own way and stop the drive-killing plays, whether it's on first or second down, that gets us to where we're punting the ball as opposed to sustaining drives.
What's your level of concern with the run game right now?
Not much. I think that we can be better, obviously, but it's just kind of been a different thing. You know, I just can't say that it's one thing that you can put your finger on and say it's that. You know, sometimes it's mental, sometimes it's physical, and sometimes the other team is doing a good job. So, but we want to run the ball and committed more to it in the third quarter. We did a good job of getting our pads down and falling forward for some good gains. Earlier in the game, we were a little bit you know, looking for the big run as opposed to just being disciplined in our reads and trying to make the big play as opposed to that play coming. In the second half, I think the guys did a good job of settling down and sticking to their reads and keys and just getting forward positive yards. We limited the negative plays up front, and so it made for a better run game in the second half than in the first half. And then, quite honestly, the first half, the passing game was working so good. So if we can score touchdowns throwing the ball, then you score touchdowns throwing the ball. And so that's what the idea was JT was on, the receivers were winning, and that's the way we put points on the board.
So you had a better run game in the second half, but it really didn't produce anything offensively as opposed to I mean, do you ever go into halftime and say we got 255 passing yards and
No, I
0
don't
rushing
even-
yards and say,
I don't
let's
find the
just keep
stats
throwing
until
it? Huh?
the next day. I don't. The thing that
But you ever say,
the thing
maybe we
that
gotta
happens
just
is
keep
we have
throwing it?
we have our self-report during the game, and the negative plays sometimes in the run game can make you feel as if you weren't running the ball good. And so if you look at the stats, you can be deceived into thinking that the overall run game is not working when we actually were getting positive yards in the run game, but then a negative 12-yard run or a quarterback sack takes away from your rushing numbers, so you think that you're not running the ball good. So I don't look at the rushing yards or the numbers as much as I look at what do we get when we call this 3, 4, 7. Okay, let's get back to that. A quarterback sack doesn't mean that you're not running the ball good, but it comes off the rushing yards. So I don't look at the per se number. So you say at halftime it was whatever, yes, you gave up yards on the sack or you gave up yards on a negative play. It's still not indicative of how you're actually running the ball. So, you know, you can look at the numbers or you look at actually how you're running the ball. And that's what I look at.
You like going in against a team that's really good defending the run, and you guys haven't been all that great running, but you have been really good throwing the ball. Do you ever say, what the heck, let's just throw?
No, I never give up on the running game. No, I still want to run the ball. We want to run the ball. We're doing everything we can to be more consistent the way that we want to be and get more out of the run game. And we've had games where we've done that. Saturday night was a game where the passing game was really working. They played a lot of man-to-man coverage, and they put added people into the box to stop the run. So teams got to figure out how they want to defend us. If you want to play man and put people in the box, stop the receivers and the quarterback. If you want to play coverage, then we're going to run the ball. So what's good for me and us is we've shown that we can win games doing both. And so I'm happy about that. I want to continue to grow in both facets. We can be better in the passing game as well. And so I was really happy about how the offensive line protected the quarterback. Colorado threw a lot of different type of blitzes and pressures at us. And to only give up 1 sack with what they were coming into the game with, I was really pleased about how they played. So we're going to continue with that. A lot of improvement up front from the O-line. I'm happy about it. But yeah, we do want to run the ball better and more consistently than we have been on Saturday night.